But because many of you were just in the kickoff event and saw that Dollywood was the recipient of this year's Applause Award, we, instead of having an opening statement or anything, we thought we'd just open up for questions because you saw what that event was. So, who wants to go first?
I will.
Go.
Obviously, you've been, the recipient of a lot of awards, for singing, acting, and all of that. How does this compare?
Well, you always love to be acknowledged for anything good, and of course I'm as proud of Dollywood as anything I've ever done in my entire life, and as I mentioned out on stage, the wonderful Hershon family and all the great people that I work with, they make it fun, they've made it wonderful, and just having a place where people can come and have a joyful time and go away feeling good is what we hope that Dollywood is, and then to be honored with this wonderful Applause Award is a wonderful, just kind of icing on a great cake.
Did you ever think that you'd be one of the leaders in the theme park industry?
Well, you never know when you start out with a dream if it's going to come true or not. You hope it does. But 25 years ago, actually this is our 25th anniversary, and this is a wonderful time to win this award. But 25 years ago when I used to be out in Hollywood, I used to look up at that big sign, the Hollywood sign on the mountain, and I used to think if I could just get up there for a night or a day and just, sometimes just change that D, that H to a D, I thought, wouldn't that make a great name for a park? Sincerely. So then, of course, as soon as I could start the park, well, then I called it Dollywood. So I always get a kick every time I see the Hollywood sign. And I had hoped that it would do well, prayed that it would do good, but it's even gone beyond my expectations. And as I say, my wonderful partners and the folks I work with, they've made it all come true, and they've made me look awfully good, and I'm very proud.
Dolly, you're...
Go ahead.
Yeah, what?
Oh, Dolly, you're in Orlando, the center of attractions, and a couple miles from here sits the old building where the Stampede used to be.
Yes.
Do you ever plan to come back to Orlando?
Well, we don't know for sure. I know at the time, we had great expectations, and of course that all got changed around. But who knows? If we come back with something greater, we'll know what to do and what not to do next. But we were happy to be here. You'd think that would be a wonderful place for us, and it might still be yet. But I'm back in Orlando now, and it's a hit. Today was a big hit for me. Thanks for asking.
Dolly, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
I know with Dollywood, you haven't ruled out perhaps an expansion elsewhere. What's the latest with reaching out to other states?
Well, we really are doing well where we are, and that is my home area, but we do talk to different people different times. We have people come to us about it, and we talk amongst ourselves with the Dollywood folks. And when the time is right and the place is right, we will definitely do something more. But right now, we're just focusing on Dollywood and East Tennessee. But we have a lot of wonderful, our water park at Dollywood also, Splash Country, and of course our Dixie Stampede dinner theaters that we have different places around the country. So we definitely have different ones of those scattered around, and they will be growing. So you never know. We're growing. We're dreaming. We're always doing something. Thank you.
Go ahead. Dixie Stampede clearly has working other places. Why didn't it work here? What happened?
Well, you just never know. I don't really know all the details. We were just lucky. We hadn't really got a chance to really start growing with it, and of course they sold that property too, so it kind of bailed us out a little bit there. But we're, this is a great place, and Disney has really pretty much got a lot of wonderful things around here, and it seemed at the time to be like a great spot, and it didn't do all that we wanted it to, but maybe a lot of that was our own fault. So we always take, we pay attention to all of those things, and if we come back again, hopefully it will be better next time around. It's a great place, though.
Scott, back? Yes. Go ahead.
Dolly, several of the Disney parks have actually won the Applause Award in the past. What does it mean for a park such as Dollywood to be right up there with the elites here, as we like to say, in O-Town?
Well, it feels good. It makes you feel like you're up there with the big guys. It's like you always hope to do well. Of course, with the Hershon family, they have all these wonderful places that they have all around the country, Silver Dollar City and all the things. They've actually won the Applause Award for different things, and I'm very proud to be part of that. I'm proud again that I could help, win that again for them, because it's about having wonderful partners and people that know what they're doing. But it makes you feel like you're doing something right. It makes you feel like, I know 25 years ago when I had the idea to start Dollywood, my business people in LA thought that I was making a big mistake. And of course, I don't have those business people anymore. When it first opened, it's like, nah, I don't think these people know what they're doing with me. Because I had to kind of fight, for the idea. But it just makes me feel like I'm up there with the, with the big folks, and it just makes me feel proud to have my name up there and seeing a dream come true and knowing that we're doing wonderful things for people, obviously, for families, and we're proud of what the park stands for. And so it just always feels good. And I love this Buzz Award. This is the man responsible for that.
That was the other thing I was going to say, not to interrupt you guys, but Mott's is here as well, so that we thought you might want to ask, the founder of the award, why Dollywood. The presentation was very good, but Mott's is here as well to kind of explain that. But go ahead.
Well, one more question for Dolly, if you don't mind. Showing my age here, I remember vividly when you debuted on Porter Wagoner.
You're showing my age.
Did you ever think that girl that walked out on stage on that country western variety show would be a brand in 2010?
Well, it's like I was saying about dreams. You just never know where they're going to turn out. I always dream every day. I wake up with new dreams all the time. I just can only hope and pray. I ask God to lead me and direct me in all the moves that I make, and for Him to, to be the big dog, and all of that, and to kind of help, show me what to do. But no, you never know. I had hoped, though, that my career would go good ever since I was a little girl. Started singing on radio and TV when I was 10 years old. And I was dreaming of actually traveling all around the world and doing great things. But you never know exactly what those great things might be. You don't know them by name, but when they do show up, like getting with wonderful people, asking God to bring all the right people into my life and take all the wrong people out, and vice versa, good things in and bad things out. And I feel I've been very fortunate. A lot of that has to do with faith, and so I believe that girl on the Porter Wagoner show could do all these things. Hope she could, but I've just been very blessed, and I'm very thankful. So hopefully I've just started dreaming. Who knows?
What is it about Dollywood about the way it's run, the brand? What makes it stand up to those other big names this word's gone to?
If there's one quality that I would like to mention, is that, to me, it is a personal favorite of mine. I've been there 20 years ago and come back, and I would take it the whole group. It's probably the friendliest park in the world. You come to Dollywood with the beautiful landscaping that there is and the traditions that are there. The thing that stands out the most are the people that you meet. Rides are fantastic, shows are great, but what ties it all together are the people. It's the people in the park that you meet, on the grounds, and it's the organization. And I have to say, after having met you here now, I know where it comes from.
Oh, thank you. Well, I am so proud of the people at Dollywood. I didn't make mention of them on stage, but back home they know how I feel. And I think that certainly we do have the greatest group of people. And everywhere I go, traveling all around the world, that's the thing I hear most about, how well people are treated. And I take great pride in that because I was born and raised in that area. And most of those people are in and around where I grew up. So I really know that they are God-fearing, God-loving, just friendly, down-home, sweet people. And so they're proud to have those jobs. And we do employ so many. We're the #1 employer in all of East Tennessee. And since we started, just for little bits of information, we've spent, I think, about $400 million in Dollywood since we started, and $1 billion payroll we've had since we started. So it makes me feel proud because that is an area where a lot of people have a hard time. Of course, people are having a hard time everywhere now. But I myself grew up in a family of 12 children, poor people, and I just know how important those jobs are to them, and they're proud to have a job, and they welcome people. They just want people to know they're proud to have a job, proud to have you on the park. So I just think it's a win-win thing for everybody.
If I can add, I think what we always are looking for is uniqueness. For anybody to visit and go somewhere to visit a place, it's uniqueness. Dollywood to us is unique. In all aspects of it. And of course, not every park can have the assets that you bring to the table in your own park. But the uniqueness is there in the way that it's laid out in the shows that you produce. And it's really a fantastic example to the industry.
Well, thank you. I love this idea. You created this idea, what, 30 years ago to have the applause award? People thought it was praying hands. I said, well, it is in our case. We're very thankful. As Pete Hershey said, praying hands are like this. This is the applause award, but it's the same thing. We're still very
Actually, it was my predecessor, Lou Kintorp. I was the president at the park 35 years ago when he started planning this. And the hands are also from the music industry, you could say. They're from the daughter of our national poet, singer, songwriter in Sweden. So it's they're back home.
well, great. I think that's wonderful. Now I can put little gloves on. Like the museum at Dollywood. I'll decorate them up. But thank you. This is wonderful. This is a great thing.
And Dolly, if I'm not mistaken, you've made the cut to be one of Larry King's final guests, right?
I believe I'm on his show.
Awesome. What is something that you want to tap into during the conversation? So there's a lot of rehearsals that day.
Well, we do, but actually, he has always been so great to ask all the things that you want people to know, but he doesn't hold back on anything, so I'm sure he's going to ask me everything, and you know me, I'm going to tell him. So don't ask or I'll tell. So anyway, I'm sure that it's going to be fun. I'm sure he'll ask about the applause award, hopefully. But I love Larry. We're going to miss him. I think he's been great. He's just one of those wonderful interviewers that will ask you things and let you answer instead of talking over you and answering it for you. So he's great to let you speak. So hopefully that's going to be fun.
Got time for just a couple more.
One question.
Yes.
Dolly, with all of your accomplishments and accolades, are there new dreams growing up there?
There's always new dreams. That's what I was saying. I wake up with new dreams every day, and I've always been so thankful and so grateful that everything that you do creates new dreams. It's like a tree with many limbs, with many leaves, but you got to have good roots to start with. And I really feel like I've been blessed through the years, and I have a lot of new dreams, a lot of things to conquer. One of the things I'm proudest of, that I've always been so proud working through the Dollywood Foundation, is our Imagination Library, where we give children books from the time they're born until they start kindergarten, so they can learn to read once a month. They get a new book. And this started out just in my home area, then it's all over Tennessee, then it went all over the United States, then we're also in Canada and in England and different places. So that gives me like great dreams. And so one of my great dreams is to have a children's show someday that I can do, and do a lot of videos and CDs of children's music, and possibly, hopefully, even get to do it from Dollywood. That's my dream. So dreams like that, and others too. I'll always be dreaming, and that's just what I do.